I'd like to now introduce to you a new movement that we're creating at Bizaz. It's called Parity Pioneers, and it's really about enabling that skill set to support and develop people who are different from us and encourage those skills and behaviours in the workplace. And you've all been a part of this journey, whether you realise it or not, because through the roundtables, through the research, has come the book, which you've all got a copy of. We're creating an online community. So there was a lot of conversation earlier today about needing an online community and using social media and so forth. And of course, the face-to-face programs that you've supported me in designing and the transformational programs for culture parity that I'm looking to pilot next year. And the movement essentially, I've looked at what's the best way of doing this, and I think the best way is actually through a membership structure. Okay? So you can join as a supporter, which makes the online community available to your whole workforce. You can join as an advocate. As an advocate, you'd get access to espresso workshops. So those are like 90-minute lunchtime workshops or breakfast workshops, monthly online webinars, as well as the roundtable and executive lunch meetings. You can join as a champion. So for champions, we'll provide in-depth workshops with your high potential staff, or you can join as a pioneer. And for the pioneers, in addition to all of that, we'll coach the lead, what I'm calling the lead parity pioneer, the person who's really taking this change into the business. And we've come up with benefits that are for individuals and for the organizations. So if you have the online community, that's like a really simple no-brainer thing, right? All your staff who are interested will have access to the latest strategies and tools and thinking in the parity space. And notice we're saying the parity space. We've spent all of this time talking about women. Now I think it's time to look at not just women, but look at all the different minority groups. So your BAME communities, your disabled communities, your LGBT communities, because actually we can't solve this problem in isolation, is my assertion. So the movement really is about, let's give everybody a voice and let's hear what's different and let's understand what the skills are so that we can start to support and develop those skills, because in this new world that we're going into, that's been evolving for a few years now already, we're going to need those skills. And then from an organization perspective, I've worked with a lot of organizations where women go off on maternity leave and they come back and they're like a spare wheel. Right, they're paid the same package, they're kept in the same role, the same level, the same grade, but they don't actually have a meaningful job to do. Right? Now, can we find a way through an online community like this to give them access to keeping their skills up to date, to engaging with the organization, to staying connected with a community around the world that is dealing with these issues or has dealt effectively with these issues. It'll support recruitment, retention. I've looked through IIP compliance as well, and some of the elements of what we're providing here support that. And my programs also have CPD credits and they get certificates for that. So that's kind of a really quick and easy way for becoming a parity pioneering organization. And many of you have met Ines. A lot of the tools and techniques that we'll be providing on this platform will also come from what Ines is creating at Taleb, as well as some of the workshops and content that we're developing ourselves. So that's kind of an entry-level parity pioneer option for the organization. As an advocate, you'll also, individuals will be able to explore what's unique about them, what's their contribution through these espresso sessions. They'll be able to find timely support for challenges they face and manage impact and reputation. And how they'll be able to do this is, in addition to kind of having an environment that they can come into and access tools, there'll be a special coaching space online so people can post up questions and get timely responses. So, and we'll be working through some of the modules in the book inside of that closed section of the community. And for the Lead Parity Pioneer, access to these roundtables and executive lunches where we share leading edge thought on what's happening in the parity space, and again broader than just the gender space going forward. And for the organisation, you develop skills in managing diversity for the managers and for the parity pioneers, and supporting the case and implementing tactical solutions. Okay, so that's the advocate. The champion, what we're adding there is really for the high potential employees, or the people that people like Adam Roach will dig down and find and say, you know, we need to develop these people, really in-depth programs that support them in bringing their skills out and engaging more effectively with the organisation, and so that they'll be ready for progression and for taking on expanded capabilities. And for the pioneer, really coaching based on the work that I'm doing with a number of organisations now on what's the strategy for progressing this diversity agenda in your organisation, how can we implement it and start to realise some returns. So I'm really excited about this journey. I hope you are too, and I hope that you will look at joining us on the journey. So that's my invitation for you really, is become a founding member and choose a level of membership.